Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, great Biafrans. This is Star News TV, Biafra. Thank you for those of you who are new subscribers. Thank you to those who are new subscribers. Thank you to those who always like our programs. Thank you to those who share our programs. Thank you to everyone who has contributed one way or the other in our growth. Our topic today would be on who exactly is Peter Obi? Who exactly is Peter Obi, and what exactly does Peter Obi stand for? You know, before the general election, something happened. Why I want to talk about this is because of this young boy, KAMSI. Since the abduction of this young boy, Peter Obi has not said anything as regards to his kidnap. Peter Obi has not uttered a word in condemnation of the act of kidnapping a Biafra minor. Peter Obi has said nothing, absolutely nothing about it. And this brings my mind back to what happened before the election. Before the election, some Igbo youths were massacred in Imo State. I think it's was it about 10 or 12 Igbo youths or thereabout? I can't really remember, but I know some good number of Igbo youths were killed. They were just coming back from traditional marriage that they went to on a Sunday evening, and the Bubagu militia killed them. Now everybody was complaining, everybody was shouting, everybody was condemning that act, everybody was speaking against the atrocious activities of the Ebubagu security outfit, which was organized and set up by the Eastern governors. Now, after much said and done, people were now expecting at least the presidential candidate from the southern region, the presidential candidate from the southeastern region, at least if nobody talks, the person who comes from that region should at least talk, being a presidential aspirant. At least speak for your people. And Peter Obi did not utter a word about these Imo youths that were killed. And people were shouting, we were shouting, condemning the act and condemning the activities and the silence of Peter Obi. And some people came out to say, is Peter Obi your governor? Is Peter Obi the governor of Imo State? And I asked them this question. Hope these people are going to vote for Peter Obi during the presidential election. And if all the Imo youths or all the youths from the southeastern region are being killed, who will vote for Peter Obi? And they kept mute. They kept mute. Obviously, they're definitely going to keep mute. Obviously, they are going to keep mute. We continue to observe the activities, the actions and inactions of Peter Obi. We continue to monitor his body's language, his movement, and all his dealings. He has been avoiding the people of the southeast and south like a plague. He doesn't respond to anything that concerns the people of the southeast or south. But he will come and request for their votes. He will come and beg for their votes. He will come and beg for their support. But whatever tragedy that befalls the same people, Mr. Peter Obi will remain mute. Some people will come out and say, Mr. Peter Obi is wise, he's this, he treaded with caution, he doesn't want to shoot himself on the foot, that's why he avoided the issue, that's why he did that and did. And I'm asking, is it when all the youths from the southeast and south are killed, is it when they are all decimated, that Peter Obi will stand up and talk? Who will he request votes from? Who will he rule over if everybody from this region are being annihilated? Now, this young boy called KAMSI has now been kidnapped. This young boy called KAMSI, a minor, a Biafran minor, not up to 10 years of age, has just been kidnapped. And one would expect, as Peter Obi as he is, who says he wants to rule over Nigeria, he wants to rule over the Biafran people, and he wants to rule over Nigerian people, one would expect him to speak out. One would expect him to speak against injustices. The Bible says injustice, grows and flourish when good men remain silent. Is the silence of Peter Obi signifying that he is an evil man? Of course, definitely we know this, but we are trying to educate those ones who are still in darkness. We are trying to educate those ones who are still in darkness. A Biafra minor has been kidnapped for over 2 days now, and Mr. Peter Obi kept mute. He remained mute, completely mute. But whatever happens to his party people, whatever happens to his personal interest, he will immediately come out and voice out. Remember the arrest of this guy called Chude. He immediately came out and condemned the act because Chude was a strong supporter. The people of Ehamu Fu community in Enugu State were killed in their numbers. Peter Obi did not utter a word. He avoided the people of the southeastern and south-southern region known as Biafra. He avoided them completely. Why is Peter Obi avoiding his people? Why is he mute in anything that concerns his people? Sometimes when we talk about this, some people will continue to spew nonsense. Some people will continue to talk gibberish. Some people would continue to try as much as possible to sound politically correct. We are not here to be politicians. We are not politicians. We are not here to be politically correct. We are here, to exercise civic rights and duties. We are here to exercise, the right tenets. We are here to uphold these right tenets. And for anyone who says he wants to be a leader and cannot speak against injustices, and cannot speak against crime, and cannot speak against impunity going on in his community, such person does not deserve to be a leader. Evil is happening against your people and you remain mute. Evil is happening against your own people and you remain mute. And you say you want to be a leader of those people. You want to be the president of that nation. What an irony. Sometimes I just feel so bad. I feel so bad. Look at the Ohanese. Look at people who call themselves Ohanese and Dibu. Look at them. Whatever concerns the Igbo people, they are quiet. The only place you will see them speak is where money is. So long as where it is their pocket, they are always going to talk about it. But if it doesn't concern their pocket, they remain mute. So long as it doesn't concern their pocket, they remain mute. If all the Igbo youths are killed, it doesn't concern them. If all the Igbo women are killed, it doesn't concern them. If all our youths are raped, it doesn't concern them. Recently, a young man was murdered in Abia State. A young man was murdered in Abia State just because he was accused of having stolen a Nokia touch phone. A Nokia touch phone that is not up to 10,000 naira, not up to $5, not up to $10. This young man was murdered by these people known as what do they call them? Bakassi boys or local vigilante guys. Yes, local vigilante guys. And they allowed the guy to bleed till death. This is the evil, this is the impunity going on in this country. And Peter Obi cannot speak. Look at the markets of Biafran people in Lagos being burned down. Even today, the Balogun market was burnt down. We can't hear anything. Where you will see Peter Obi's politics, my mandate, my this, my that. If everybody is killed and the livelihood of the citizens of this nation are being destroyed, who are you going to rule? I want to ask, who are you going to rule over? Igbo people will say, Anishi Nusharon, Amaro Tonshin. Anishi Nusharon, Amara Utonshi. That means from the smell of a fat, you are going to determine the taste of an excretor. From the smell of a fat, you are going to determine the taste of an excretor. This simply means that for Peter Obi to remain mute and remain silent in the face of injustices, in the face of killings, in the face of rapings, in the face of molestations, in the face of annihilations of the wealth, property, and lives of the Biafran people, it means once he gets to that position as a president, he is going to remain mute or even worse than he is today. And as such, I call on every reasonable Biafran, every reasonable person, every lover of freedom, every lover of right tenets to stand up and demand the release of Nnamdi Kanu, because that man has done nothing. That man has done no wrong. That man only speaks up and speaks truth to power that be. That is his only crime. Why are we silent? Why are we silent? Why are we silent? Ohaneze ndị Igbo, KAMSI Biafran minor did not say anything wrong. He only asked for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He only asked for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Who is his father? Who is his father? He regards Nnamdi Kanu as his father. So why is he being kidnapped? Why is he being arrested? Somebody asking, a young man asking, I have not seen my father for years. I need my father. People who are with my father, people who have kidnapped my father, release my father to me. I need to see my father as a young man. I need to see my father. But all the Igbo governors, the Igbo senators, the Igbo leaders, the Igbo traditional rulers, they have remained mute, they have remained quiet, while the people and the youth of the Biafra nation are crying and requesting that their father be released. Everybody remains quiet. The day this rain will fall, Mbosi mmiri agezu, when this rain is going to fall, it will beat the young, it will beat the old, it will beat the men, it will beat the women, it will beat the paralyzed, it will beat everybody. Igbo people say, Kejire ihe chowa ewoji tupuchieji, which means it is best to look for a black goat when there is light during the day than to look for a black goat at night. A word is enough for the wise. A word is enough for the wise. A word is enough for the wise. Release Nnamdi Kanu now. In fact, Boko Haram members are being released on daily basis. Is there any moral justification for anybody to still be in the Nigerian prisons up to this hour, since a non-terrorist can be released, can be forgiven and released? What happens to other people who are not terrorists, who have not killed people, who have not abducted people, who have not killed little ones? Their crime were just minor crimes. Some people are in prisons that have committed nothing. But a known terrorist is being released in a nation, whereas people and the freedom fighters are being kidnapped, are being kept in solitary confinement. This is evil. This is condemnable. This is unacceptable. This is the low of the lows. When the youth rise up, when you push a child, when you push anyone to the wall, that person will have no other reason or no other plan but to fight back. And when the people of Biafra rise up to fight back, there's a level you will hold Nnamdi Kanu back, and people will start agitating. People will begin to fight back. They would not care whether you kept Nnamdi Kanu in prison or not. They will begin to fight ruthlessly. And when they fight, they are not going to fight only in Biafra land. They are going to come against everybody who has kept them in this shameless and this evil condition. Because people who are living this country are living not because they are living to gain anything. They are merely escaping a dungeon. They are just escaping. They are just fighting to escape. This nation has no plan for its youths, has no plan for its citizens, has no plan for anybody. And in this light, we call on the release of the Biafra minor KAMSI and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Kachineke mezioku. Thank you all.